What is good, y'all? Benny here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Figma SP140 Doomslayer from Doom Eternal, baby. This has been a long time coming. I've had this figure on pre-order since like July of 2022. Um, yeah, it's been a long time. And for those of you who are gonna ask, like, oh, why didn't you just pre-order from like a Japanese site or something to get it earlier? Well, dear viewer, it's because I had it pre-ordered through Sideshow, and I used some Sideshow rewards on it, so I had to pay like an $8 refundable or non-refundable deposit, and then for shipping they charged like $30, which was okay because I already paid the $8 like months ago. So yeah, I basically got this guy for like $40 in total. Um, so yeah, that's why I waited a long time for it. But before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the box. So it is the standard type of Figma box they're doing now, except a bit bigger since it's Doom Guy and everything's bigger. So we get the window right there. We get a promotional shot of Doom Guy right there, Figma, Doomslayer, SP140, Doom Eternal right there. Um, Here we have a promotional shot. Here we have some more promotional shots. I really like this one right here. I think it's kind of cute with the Figma and the Nendoroid. And then here's another shot. Here's another shot. Another shot. And yeah, none of y'all care about the box. Let's just get into the figure. So, taking a look at the Doomslayer himself, and I gotta say, man, Good Small Company did a pretty good job overall with the paint job and everything. Like, this looks really nice. I absolutely love the paint job on this figure. It's very, very clean. Love the nice metallic colors like on the boots and the gauntlets and whatnot. It looks awesome. Absolutely love that. Here's the back. Yeah, it just looks great overall. Love the paint job is just really nice. I especially love the gradient on the helmet. If I can get my camera to zoom up right there. Yeah, so that looks really nice. Right there with the mark of the Slayer. And yeah, I just really like how this looks. Now there are a few flaws with how he looks in general, though, that a lot of people don't like. As you could see right off the bat, these shoulders are pretty gappy. Um, you can cover him up with the shoulder pads, but I don't know. He just looks really wide, especially when you compare him to the in-game model. If you go search up some pictures of the in-game model, you can tell that the Figma figure here looks a lot different from the in-game model. But you know what? It's I don't know. I don't really mind it. With the gappy shoulders, you do get better shoulder articulation, so I guess that's why they made them the way that they did. And another flaw that people pointed out is that the elbow joints don't match the skin tone of the arms. And when I first heard this complaint on a bunch of reviews, I was like, it looks fine to me. But getting it in person, yeah, it definitely does not match the bicep at all. Um, so yeah, in the original prototype video they showed off for this guy, it was actually painted. It actually matched the bicep, so that kind of sucks. My guess as to why they didn't match this, I guess they can't paint joints or something like that because there'll be paint rub. So oh well, that kind of sucks. The green as well looks a little bit darker compared to the game model. I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, I don't know. It still looks fine enough, and yeah, just overall though, like in terms of the aesthetics, like with all the sculpted detail and all the nice paint, I think Good Smell absolutely knocked it out of the park with this guy. But yeah. Now getting into the articulation, there's a little bit to unpack here, so let's just start off, shall we? So with the head, there is a double ball joint, or actually just a ball joint up there, with a hinge. So you can get them to tilt side to side. You can get them to look up about that far, and look down about that far. There's also a ball joint at the neck, as you can see, so you can get some pretty nice movement overall. So yeah, that's pretty cool. these shoulders are on dumbbell joints. They can go out all the way, so you can raise the shoulders way past 90, and then you can just bring it back to cover up that gap. There is a ball joints at the shoulder as well, but it is very, very tight. As you can hear, it's like squeaky tight. Ugh, that's not very good. I mean, it hasn't broken on me, but it's just kind of scary moving that shoulder around. But yeah, and there are butterfly joints as well, so you can go forward and can't really go back, but yeah, it's mostly just for forward movement, which is pretty nice. Again, it is very gappy back here, but you know, from the angle that you're probably gonna use this for, you won't really notice it. And yeah, there's an elbow bend right there. There is a, I guess, shoulder swivel, bicep swivel. And there's an elbow swivel as well. And then there is, oops, I don't know why this retracted doom blade just doesn't like to stay on anymore. But yeah, there is a standard Figma joint at the wrist. It can go up and down, or if you move it, you can go side to side and then swivel. And then for the back, for this little shoulder cannon for the equipment launcher, there is a ball joint right here, so you can move that around. And then there is a swivel right there, so you can kind of bring that up. And there is a ball joint right there, but I'm not taking my chances because a lot of people have reported that this part has broken on them. And even though I hated the ever-living shit out of it, I put it in hot water for like a few minutes, and I tried to move it, but it's literally just frozen solid. So I'm not even gonna bother moving it. So that kind of sucks, to be honest. I really wish I was able to move the equipment launcher, but I'm just too much of a little bitch, and I'm just scared that I'll break it. But yeah, hopefully one day, with enough heat, it'll actually move and not break on me. Alright, enough about that. Let's get to the torso, which there is a ball joint in there and a hinge, I believe. So you can get a pretty nice crunch. And you're going to arc back. It tilts, and then some swivel. There is a ball joint at the waist too. For the hips, there are ball joints. You can kick forward pretty far. You can kick back about that far. You can go out about that far. There is a thigh swivel, single joint at the knee, which comes up to about right there. And then there is, I believe, a ball joint at this little like foot thing, and I believe there's also a ball joint at the ankle, which gets some pretty nice ankle pivot, and no toe joint. So yeah, overall though, articulation is pretty nice. You can get some pretty nice poses overall in this guy. Be warned though, I don't know if it was just my copy being whack or something, but out of the package, when I first took him out of the box, he did have quite a few loose joints. He was kind of floppy, to be honest. If I paid full price for it, I would have been fucking pissed. But you know, it was whatever. I managed to fix him with some super glue, and yeah. So that's articulation. And on to accessories. So, let's just start off with the weapons really quickly, actually, because I really want to look at these. So first off, you get the super shotgun, which looks absolutely awesome. I love this. I love the silver paint. It looks really nice. And I love the gold used for the meat hook as well. It looks pretty clean. I thought it would have a little bit of a more weathered look, but it still looks really nice. I really like this. Yeah. And then next up you have the chainsaw, which again, it would have been nice if there's some weathering on here, but still looks pretty cool. Like the little dope saw detail, which I won't be honest, I didn't even know that was a detail on Doom Guy's chainsaw until the Figma figure was announced. I guess that makes me a fake Doom fan now. But yeah, it looks very, very nice. Love this. And then next you get the big fucking gun, the BFG 9000, which looks nice, but I feel like the paint job's kind of mid, to be honest. I don't know. The green looks okay. It looks kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about the green. But the details are nice. It looks pretty cool. It's a pretty hollow, but that's okay because if this thing was a big chunk, it would have been weighing down on Doom Guy's joints, and that would not have been good. But yeah, I feel like there's some detail missing. Like over here, I believe there's more detail. But yeah, the BFG 9000, it is nice, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of lacking in terms of the paint. Alright, and then next up we have the Crucible Blade, which looks awesome. I absolutely love it. It's a nice translucent red. Get the nice engravings in there, a little text. And then you get the handle with the mark right there, Doom Guy's mark. And yeah, this just looks awesome. Love the gunmetal paint as well. Yeah. And then you get a extended Doom Blade. I think that's what it's called. And yeah, again, looks really nice. Love the paint over here and over here. It's very sharp, so be careful not to stab yourself. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. And then in terms of alternate hands, you get a pair of these relaxed hands. You get two of these types of trigger finger hands. So you can hold guns in different ways, I guess. You get these two standard 5mm, or not even 5mm, just like random holding hands that just come with every Figma for some reason. Right here you get a pair of, I guess, also open relaxed hands, but I guess also kind of trigger fingery. I don't know. And then you get a pair of gripping hands. These are for the Crucible. And then you get a thumbs up hand. Paintwork on all the hands is pretty nice. I don't really have any complaints there. And finally, you get the stand, which is the newer type of stand. Actually, ow, I didn't mean to hit the camera. I don't know if this is new or not. I don't really buy that many Figmas, but I guess it's the type of stand they use for larger characters. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Not really anything special. And yeah, next I'm going to show you how to swap hands. So yeah, let's get onto that. Now, swapping hands is pretty easy, obviously, but you know, you just gotta pop it out and put in your new hand. I don't even know where the fucking hand I was supposed to use even went. Shit. Oh, fuck. Alright, found it. we're good. And yeah, just kinda get it in there. I don't know what the fuck is happening. There we go. And yeah, there we go. He has a new hand. And I'm going to give him the Crucible Blade because this is how he's going to be displayed on the shelf. And yeah, he holds the Crucible Blade pretty nicely. And yeah. Oh shit. I did not mean to do that. Oh fuck. I apologize for the sudden transition from taking off Doom Guy's forearm. But yeah, let's get into the size comparisons, shall we? So, here he is next to some other Figma figures I own. Right here on the left we have the Figma Genji, and then on the right we have a Figma Berserker Armor Guts. This is actually a knockoff. I was going to review it, but I decided against it last minute. If you want to hear my thoughts on it, it's actually a pretty good bootleg for $30. But this is not about Guts. This is about Doom Guy. And yeah, I was actually surprised to see that Doom Guy is the tallest Figma I own currently. I thought Guts was going to be at least as tall as him, but no, he's a little bit shorter. And yeah, so that's kind of a surprise. Now here he is compared to the McFarlane Toys Doom Guy and the Jazzwares Master Chief, or Wicked Cool Toys Master Chief. And yeah, I was really hoping another action figure company would step in and make a 6-inch Doom guy, because this McFarlane figure is just a absolute piece of shit figure. As you can see, I repainted it because originally the figure looked awful, and yeah, even though I repainted it and I think it turned out pretty good, the figure is still a piece of shit because it just has absolutely zero articulation. So I'll still keep it around. I can just say like, yeah, it's just like a random statue or something. But yeah, I'm so happy that Figma came in and made a Doom guy. And then next to Master Chief, I think he looks decent. He's not he looks a little bit short, but at the same time Master Chief is like 7 feet tall, so I think it kind of works as well. But yeah, that's him next to those guys. And then here he is compared to the Marvel Legends Deadpool and Spider-Man. And then, because why not, we have the Spawn Mandalorian and a Rocket Trooper, both Black Series. And yeah, I'm actually surprised to see that Doom guy is taller than Marvel Legends Deadpool and Spider-Man. I thought he would be like around the same height maybe when I like before I got him. But no, he's actually way taller, which is pretty unusual for Figma, because a lot of Figma figures are usually like pretty tiny compared to like domestics and Marvel Legends and all that. But yeah, again, you can see here he's way bigger than all these guys, which is good. You don't want Doom guy to be tiny. But yeah, that's it for size comparisons, and let's get to my final thoughts. So yeah, overall, I think this figure is really solid. Now, my thoughts are kind of biased because, again, I got him for a really cheap price. Thanks to Sideshow Awards. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just really like Sideshow Awards. They haven't really been giving out any rewards lately, though. Give me more rewards, cowards. But anyways, yeah, the figure is really nice overall. I guess, again, I do have a few complaints, like the weird kind of gappy shoulders and all that. And I do wish he came with more, actually, at the same time, though. I don't know what else they could have given him. Maybe more weapons. But it doesn't really hinder my enjoyment of the figure at all. It's very nicely articulated. Yeah, it's probably the best Doom guy figure we'll ever get, unless another company steps in to take that mantle. But for me, yeah, this is probably one of my favorite figures that I've gotten this year, because this is just absolutely awesome. But yeah, anyways, that's about it. See ya.